April Morris. I'm the creator of Thin Gloss. I'm seeking an $80,000 investment in exchange for 20% equity stake in my company. Several years ago, I attended a Christmas party, and I discovered that two ladies at the party that I had met referred to me as chubby. So I began to take diet pills. They seemed to work, but the side effects were making me jittery, and I just couldn't fall asleep at night, so I stopped taking them. Sometime later, I was driving in my car, and I began to reapply my lip gloss in the rearview mirror, sitting at a red light, waiting on the light to change. And that's when the idea came to me. I thought, oh my gosh, I wonder if there's a smell or an herb or something that you can put in a lip gloss that may help to curb my appetite or at least make me feel better. So I began to do a ton of research, and I discovered hoodia. Hoodia is a herb from South Africa that has been known to fool your brain into believing you're full. I found other studies on other aromas. When inhaled, they help to enhance energy and boost your mood. So I started the development by combining all of these ingredients into one product, which is Thin Gloss. Thin Gloss has 3 steps. Step 1, you actually inhale the aroma through the nose 30 minutes before you eat. Step 2, you actually apply it liberally all over the lips, like so. And step 3, smile and enjoy the benefits.
April, what are your sales today?
26,000 at the end of last year.
What do you want to track for this year?
Actually, my personal goal.
Okay, so I kind of wish Mark Cuban was on the panel here, because he is always super skeptical of anything like this out of the gate. But obviously he wasn't. So I mean, look, she's looking for $400,000 valuation. I don't know. I think it's really odd that you have to smell it. Like, you wouldn't smell it from your lips. And then 30 minutes before you eat. Like, that seems like you'd have to really think about that prior to, doing it.
To do $1 million in gross sales by July 1st, 2010.
Okay, but so far this year.
18,000.
18,000. Wow. You may not get to last year's sales at this rate.
With some new things coming up and in the works, I'm for certain that it's going to get there.
So, April, do you have any kind of clinical studies on the product that will allow you to make those claims?
I've spoken to an FDA attorney to ensure that what I'm talking about and talking about Thin Gloss as a cosmetic, that it actually enhances the appearance of women. And so that's what I recommend, is for women to try it for themselves to see how it works for them.
But so you're not saying it's a cosmetic. You're saying that it will help you lose weight. There's a
yeah. I mean, yeah, that gets a really tricky, space there as far as creating a product and making claims. I mean, look, if you didn't, Cheerios had to change the what they said on the box. It's like, it's heart healthy instead of like, it'll cure your it'll lower your cholesterol or something like that. Like, yeah, like, as opposed to eating something else that won't or increases your cholesterol. So I don't know, it's always tricky.
Are you allowed to do that? No, not without a clinical study. April, can I try it?
Absolutely.
So yeah, clinical studies are not cheap. So
30 minutes before you eat.
Well, what I discovered is that inhaling certain aromas through the nose can instantly help to enhance your mood, make you feel better, and enhance energy.
Wow, it smells great.
What makes you think you can go to $1 million immediately?
Well, I actually have a contract with one of the largest cosmetic distributors for the country of India.
Why do you think
India is slated to have the highest % of increase in cosmetic products.
Are you going to India because you can get around this issue that Kevin Harrington identified? You're making
ding, 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 ding. Probably doesn't hurt, right? Get the sales, then worry about getting that clinical trial. That's expensive and time. It takes a lot of time to do. So I don't know. I think if you got to have so many testimonials of people that like just love the product, and the cosmetics industry is one to be slaughtered in, right? That it's so massive, and there's so many big players in it that getting shelf space and things of that nature is not impossible, but very hard.
Weight loss claim without a clinical study?
Like I said, I've spoken to an FDA attorney, and I'm on track to keep within the guidelines of the FDA.
Let's deal with the facts. You can't put this into a large box store and put a sign up and say, lose weight.
No, that's exactly what I won't say, but what I will say is I invite my customers to try the product for themselves. It's a cosmetic, and it's made to enhance their appearance.
But you're saying it right here. It says 30-day weight loss challenge. She's not saying that. What's she saying?
Yeah, that doesn't, that's not, No, it helps your appearance, but that's a weight loss challenge. Yeah. Man. Oh man. And these pictures, for anyone who doesn't know, are like totally usually a farce. Like you could like each of these pictures literally could be taken like within minutes of each other just by changing the clothes, changing the perspective, and all that. So yeah, it's not.
Loss challenge.
He's not saying that.
What's he saying?
That Robert, when you show before and afters like that, that's more than implied weight loss. Is the law clear on that?
Oh yeah.
Have you been to India, April?
I have not.
I've been to India, and I'll tell you this, it's one of the poorest countries in the world. It would be beyond shocking to me that a lip gloss that helps people lose weight would be a huge seller there. I'd be very careful with a distributor that's telling you he's going to get you to $1 million in sales.
Well, there's also huge import duties in bringing products into India.
I'm not relying on India totally because I have just signed agreements with other distributors in the United States.
So maybe you should have led with that than talking about going to India.
Many other things.
Here's the
in the
thing
works
with
as well.
distributors. Everybody is a distributor if they'll take your money and take your product. Now, are any of these distributors offering you money ahead of time on signing?
No, they're not.
If you get big, and I was to actually give you $80,000, and we agitated the government that stops this kind of claim, it could be bad for both of us.
Yeah.
They could be very nasty.
It would
when
be
they get
bad.
this stuff. Isn't that something that's on your mind?
Of course it's on my mind.
But is it on your mind? Is it on your mind? Is it on your mind? Because, you know, if you don't feel like you have a whole lot to lose, then maybe it's not that big of a deal to you, right? But someone like Kevin has a whole lot to lose, does not want to. Now, with that said, Kevin has recently been doing, you can like go to Cameo and for $500, he'll basically promote any product that shoot a short video talking about how great your product. You write the script and he'll promote it. So, yeah.
My intention is to work with the FDA and ensure that I stay within the guidelines, as I mentioned before.
How much is it, April?
Thin Gloss sells for $28.
$28 for this?
$28 for lip gloss. By the way, I don't have a problem with Kevin doing what he wants to do. That's fine. He wants to sell his his face and likeness to anyone for $500. Like it's not the end of the world. But yeah. Anyway, $28, $28.99.
It's very expensive.
How much is normal lip gloss for a woman?
$8?
You can get an $8 lip gloss probably at a drugstore, but when you go into a department store, you can find lip glosses anywhere from $18 up to $40.
How much does it cost you per capsule or tube?
Between 4 and 5.
Big markup.
Wow.
Those are fantastic
Wow.
margins.
I'm wondering if you've lost weight with this product.
I have. I've lost almost 18 pounds since I got the very first sample almost 2 years ago.
April, I would be very nervous about getting involved with it because it's a very legal category, weight loss, and I'm out on this one.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned about the FDA thing with it, so I'm out.
I think I know exactly what you've done here.
Tough.
And I commend it, but I can't endorse it. This claim goes over the edge. Kevin Harrington freaked me out with his concerns about this.
Oh,
That's what I'm
Kevin.
worried about, and for that reason, I'm out.
Filling in Mark's shoes. Though Mark would have been more blunt about it.
I think I'm uncomfortable with the sales pitch on it, that it's an implied benefit that can't have clarity. And so for that reason, I'm out.
Yeah.
I don't have an issue with
I feel like if she came at it from the curb your appetite perspective, that would be a lot easier than to just straight up be like, we're weight loss challenge, like you'll lose weight. Like, no, you might not, because I could do it. I could take that lip gloss. I might eat less, right? It might actually curb my appetite. But if I just eat chocolate cake for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I don't think it's going to make much of a difference in that case.
Gray area of claim. I think you can fix that. My only issue with it is your claim to go from $35,000 to $1 million in sales in 12 months. I have built a lot of businesses and have never seen anyone grow at that rate. I'm out.
Thank you for your time and consideration.
I mean, even in Shark Tank history, there's only been a handful of pitches that or companies that have had that meteoric rise to success and then stay there. Let alone like, oh, we saw 500,000 spike and then came down back down to
And I look
earth.
forward to seeing what happens a year from now.
I love the confidence.
I think it's very scary to go on the fringe claim aspect of this.
She's under the radar
Oh, yes,
right
yes,
now.
yes.
Once she comes above the radar, boom. She
A
gets
foot comes down and
big trouble.
I'm not
Yeah.
discouraged at all. The purpose of me even having thin gloss is because I believe women deserve to look and feel beautiful, and I'm going to continue to do that, and I will make my goal.
Yeah, no one is debating that part of it. It's just the weight loss aspect of it. That is the claim of weight loss is very difficult. So let's see what she's up to these days here. Found this article, Thin Gloss. Even though none of the sharks, the company thrived thanks to the Shark Tank effect. The lip gloss got a warm reception from women who helped April attain her $1 million mark. The following year, the product also received a fair share of criticism, with critics claiming that the other ingredients used, like caffeine, have nothing to do with weight loss. In 2012, April. Well, no, caffeine doesn't have anything to do with weight loss directly, but can curb your appetite, make you feel like you don't need to go and eat when you may or may not. In 2012, April decided to end the business and move on with life as she actively updates her company's Facebook page. Though the business is no longer operational, April did not let it die abruptly. She made sure she sold all her products before deciding to go into a different venture by publicly announcing on her YouTube channel. She currently is a sales consultant and motivational speaker. April launched her sales consulting business in 2012, where she teaches faith-centered entrepreneurs and speakers how to get clients online using their own stories authentically. And then here's her website. So she's definitely doing stuff here. Let's see what she got going on her YouTube channel these days. So this was in 2019. She got almost getting close to 7,000 subscribers, but views are kind of, well, I don't want to say flat, but not far off from my own channel here. And she last streamed 4 days ago, so it's died down a little bit on the YouTube front. But hey, overall, she's got 1.6 million views, which is great. That's awesome. So yeah. So it's just, you just got to be careful with the claims that you're making and walking that, to borrow a term, thin line of not trying to fly under the radar with a claim, but, fly, right on the line of what you can and can't say from a health benefit standpoint, especially if you're not getting it clinically trialed. Anyway, I need you, if you enjoyed this, to walk that line and smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm so we can get this video and information into the hands of more super entrepreneurs like yourself. If you want to learn how you can work with me on growing your profit and your business, go over to superjoepardo.com. And you've got something to say, go at me at Super Joe Pardo on all social media platforms. I will see you in the next video because you need to make sure you get subscribed. Take care, everyone.